We are back at it with another Week 17, with four more of the Week 17 games. This one is Miami and Baltimore. I put them in both of their alternate jerseys because I thought they looked cooler. That's the only reason why. This game is at Baltimore, so at the Ravens' home stadium. And for the people that care, the star ratings for the Dolphins, their defense is a 2.5, their offense is a 4.5, which I'm just saying the star ratings in decimals. So if you really care, it's 2.5 defensive stars for the Dolphins and 4.5 offensive stars for the Dolphins. And for Baltimore, it is a 4-star defense and a 3.5-star offense. And speaking of Baltimore, comment down below whether you think the ref is the reason the 49ers got that safety, or if it was going to happen anyways. In my opinion, knowing Lamar Jackson and watching him throughout the years, I think he could have made an escape. And maybe not made a play, but not gotten a safety at least. So, comment down below whether you think the ref is to blame for that, or if it was going to happen no matter what, as I just threw an interception. Alright. Dolphins get the ball on the 1. Try and run it out of the end zone. It's not the best place to be passing from, so. Alright, now we got some space, at least 10 yards worth of it. And the Dolphins are going to set off here. They do have a better offense than Baltimore, but their defense is worse. And the Baltimore defense is showing up so far. I mean, it's only been 2 plays, but they only really got beat by a run and shut down a pass. And this pass is going for big yardage, stopped after just 30 yards. Not too bad for the Dolphins. If I can find the weak spots of the Baltimore defense, this should be an easy game for the Dolphins. But the same goes for Baltimore. If I can find where Miami is weakest on defense, which is pretty much everywhere, I can target it. I think I just found their one strong point, which is not something you want to do, I guess. I mean, you want to know where their strong point is. You just don't want to find it out the way I found out where it was. Miami, I'm hoping to take a shot. Okay, that sack happened right as I let go. I think I probably got it off before the sack, but computer does not think so. Hit the tight end. First down and more. 21 yards on the pickup on the 2nd and 16 pass. And I'm going one-on-one here on the outside. Never mind, I'm not throwing anywhere because no one's open. And I'm going to stay disciplined and just take the sack. There's no way I was running. I'm going to hit the tight end. Maybe the receiver will catch it. No, the tight end caught it. 21 yards again for the tight end. Seems to be his favorite number of yards is 21. Don't blame him. 21's a pretty cool number. It's not as funny as 69, but it's made an impact somewhere. I don't really see anything. I'm going to try and run with the quarterback. And just short of the end zone, I tried to dive. It wouldn't let me. And let's see if I can just run it in. And this should be an easy walk-in. I wasn't going to dive. I want to take some more time off. Make Baltimore's life on offense just try and go as fast as they can is what Baltimore's going to have to do. And let's see what they can do here on the kick return, as this looks like it might be a touchback. No, it's not. It's actually on the 4-yard line. I don't know why I couldn't count for a second, but four line. Oh my God. 4-yard line is where that was caught and started the return from. Their D-line is getting zero pressure, so I'm going to try and throw it up. I mean, that's what I was trying to do, but didn't quite catch it. Didn't have enough air, I guess, underneath it. It looked plenty good to me. And that should be... No, it's not caught. Okay, well, that was the only chance at Baltimore scoring. Miami making easy work of Baltimore here. I'm not sure if that would happen in real life. I'm not even sure if they've played. I'm not sure. They both have good records. They both play pretty well. Tyreek Hill's not injured anymore. Baltimore's healthy. Baltimore does have a better defense than Miami. Number 1 in the league, actually. And they made easy work of the 49ers, who are the number 1 ranked offense. So, I guess you got to find their weakness. If speed is their weakness, if they can't keep with speed, which a lot of teams really can't, then the Dolphins kind of have the edge in that one. The only difference is Baltimore can get that pass rush in just about as fast as Tyreek Hill can run a 40-yard dash. So it's all just a race. Who can get there first? Can they sack, or can Tyreek Hill get open? Really, I think that game could just depend on how well the players are playing individually. Because if Tyreek Hill has one of those games where it looks like he could go for 200 or something, then he could pretty easily make Baltimore look like the worst defense. But all Baltimore's got to do to make Miami look like they shouldn't have a winning record is get some pass rush. I mean, they made the 49ers look terrible. Made Brock Purdy, who had only 7 interceptions on the season, intercepted him 4 times. And it wasn't because he was throwing bad passes. I mean, he threw one bad pass that ultimately, in my opinion, was his fault. And the other 3 were the D-line got to him faster and his receivers could get open. And it worked perfectly into Baltimore's hands. So I think it really just depends who can get there faster when this game happens. And also, I'm just now realizing they haven't played this season because they're not in the same division. And this will be their first game meeting this season. This will be an interesting to watch if you do want to watch it. I believe it could be a very good one, as overthrew the running back by quite a bit there. Probably not too bad that I did. Could have been easy interception for the Dolphins if it wasn't. I'm going to hit the receiver there on the opposite side of the field of his route. Did a little in and out kind of juke. Ooh, in and out doesn't sound too bad. I've never ate there, but as far as I've heard, it tastes really good. I would have loved to eat there. And I hope their name is exactly how they serve you, just in and out. Because that's how I want to be with my food. I don't like eating in places. One, because I just don't like hearing the sounds of other people eating, and two, I eat like an absolute pig, and I would prefer to not overthrow people, but I prefer not to look like some animal while in a restaurant. And so I have to force myself to eat slower, and if I eat slower, I can't really eat as much. And it's not good for me if I don't eat as much as I do. Which I don't eat a ton. Sure, there are plenty of people that eat more than me, but I don't know. I'm off that topic now. I'm sure people don't care about how I eat. Now on the topic of In-N-Out. In-N-Out, though. I wonder if it's as good as people make it sound. If you know, comment down below whether you think it's as good as people make it sound, or if you think it's worse. Because I have no clue. And Miami making easy work of Baltimore. Baltimore has had plenty of chances to score. It's just every time I got into the red zone, I always somehow managed to throw an interception. And it wasn't like the receivers were triple covered and I'm throwing this game because Baltimore beat San Francisco. I don't care about San Francisco. They're not my team. I don't care about Baltimore or Miami. In fact, I don't even like Tyreek Hill because he played for Kansas City. I'm not a big Kansas City fan. But back to what I was saying. Comment down below if you think In-N-Out is as good as people make it sound, as that kick is incomplete. Not incomplete, no good. I've confused myself. And that's going to be another overthrown pass. I just haven't figured out the quarterback for Baltimore at all. And Miami comes up with a 14-0 lead at the end. Well, 14-0 win. Anyways, let's move on to the next game, which is Saints versus Buccaneers. With the Saints and Buccaneers game, it's snowing in Tampa Bay. This is the second time that I've had a game lined up in Tampa Bay and it has snowed. And I switched the Saints jerseys to the Rush ones, and I kept the Tampa Bay alternate jerseys, which are their creamsicle jerseys, which in my opinion are one of the best jerseys. I don't know why I like them, but I really do. They're just, I don't know, something about them. They just look really good. As I overthrow the tight end on the very first pass of the game, not the very fast. I'm going to hit that receiver. I was hoping that corner would follow the tight end down the field. He didn't, but still ended up getting 18 yards off that pass as I was making the Tampa Bay defenders look silly. And while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and tell you their defense and offensive ratings. So the Saints have a 4-star defense and a 2-star offense, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a 3.5-star defense and a 3-star offense. So neither team really has that big of an advantage. And in my opinion, I think the Bucs probably have a slighter upper hand because there's not as big of a gap between their offense and the Saints' defense. It's only 0.5 or half a star. if you want it that way. It's 4 and 3.5 is. No, I said that backwards. The Saints have a disadvantage on offense on star rating because their offense is 2 stars and the Bucks are 3.5. And the Bucks only have a 1-star difference instead of 1.5, which in previous games just like this, you realize how much just half a star can really affect, as the Saints are trying as hard as they can to turn the ball over here in the red zone. Don't know why they'd want to do that, but you do you, Saints. Not my decision. Anyways, let's kick the extra point, and oh, I clicked that super late. I'll go for 2 to tie that back up if the Buccaneers score here. Jeez, I have been terrible at kicking field goals for the past 3 days now, or 2 days. I don't know how many days in a row I've posted videos. Which of course I don't play every day I post. I know it sounds crazy, but you can actually play weeks, years beforehand and then post it. I know, crazy, right? Who would ever do that? I wouldn't go that far, but I mean, I've posted 3-4 days in advance just because I didn't feel like doing videos that days, or either was busy those days, had something planned, and wanted to post a video. So I would do it in the past tense, as that pass was absolutely perfect, right where I wanted it to be. And it's not feeling too much easier here. I mean, just being completely honest, they both run just about the same on a level of smoothness on offense, which I rate those on how easy it is to throw the ball, how fast the receivers get open and all that, how often they can beat one-on-ones and all that, but I'd rate them about the same. I mean, Bucks are slightly better, but last time I had a half a star difference, there was such a big difference, it was insane. You would think the other team was 5 stars better. That's how insanely different it was. But, I mean, it could have been defensive rating. I didn't really pay much attention to them before. That one's right down the middle. Alright. We'll see if New Orleans can kick a field goal and go up, or score a touchdown and get that 2-point conversion to try and get a touchdown lead. But we'll find out here. We got about 20 seconds or less, depending on how long this kick return lasts for. We will have 12 seconds. So 1 or 2 plays to see what we can do. And based off this quarterback's throwing power and all that, probably nothing. Yeah, this is the only play we got. Wasn't even able to get into field goal range, so not possible. Tampa Bay going in to the second half with a 1-point lead due to a New Orleans Saints missed field goal, or extra point I meant. And Tampa starting with the ball, so they got the advantage here. and the better jerseys, in my opinion. I do like the Saints jerseys, though. It doesn't really look that good in Retro Bowl, but in real life, they look nice. I mean, they're just all black jerseys with their bronze or gold, whatever you want to call it. I think they call it gold or whatever, but it looks more bronze in my opinion. But anyways, it just clashes so perfectly with their helmet color. It's just nice in my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. You can think they are the ugliest, plainest jerseys ever. I don't know, but comment down below what you think your favorite jersey, what your favorite jersey is throughout all the NFL teams. I don't know exactly what my favorite would be. It would probably have to be the Tampa Creamsicle ones. I mean, you can't get much better than that. It's a nice color. It looks good. It just pops out and, I don't know, it catches my eye and I like that. So, I'd have to say it's the Tampa Creamsicle jerseys. I don't like Tampa at all, but I like their jerseys. So, I can't be too mad, I guess. Can't hate a team too much if I like their jerseys. No, you can hate a team just as much as you want. Liking their jerseys has nothing to do with it. It's another extra point straight down the middle for Tampa Bay. New Orleans going to have to go for 2 if they can score a touchdown here. And if I was New Orleans, which of course I am in this situation, I would go for draining as much time as possible and getting that 2-point conversion to tie and take it to overtime. I feel like that would give me the best chance. But all it takes is one mistake, like an interception or a fumble, and this entire drive is over. Or I could just score really quick. And I think that'd be fine too. I'm going to dive because the time's not running. There's probably going to be quite a few runs. I think a big play like that doesn't kill the draining time strategy, but makes it harder for sure. This drive will probably involve quite a few more runs because of that long play. But if I keep running like this, that'll be no problem whatsoever for New Orleans. Don't know if I trust a run here, but I clicked it, so I got to commit. I got the first down. All right. I don't feel too confident in my ability to score with either of these teams. So if it goes to overtime and a team gets the ball, it's not 100% they're going to score. Of course, it looks that way with Tampa Bay right now. Just the second they touch the ball, it's an automatic score or something. But, I mean, it's not necessarily... I've made plenty of mistakes with Tampa. Just haven't been fatal ones. I've not really made a mistake with New Orleans either. Not like one that determines the whole game, of course. I mean, that extra point kind of sort of does determine like a big part of the game, but it's not like an entire touchdown mistake like I kept making with Baltimore, where I would constantly throw interceptions within the red zone. But I think either one of these teams could really take this game, as I got in position for New Orleans. Probably should have switched these plays. I don't like any of them. Yeah, I should have. I mean, there was no time. I had to throw it away from the defense. Alright, now we got New England and Buffalo Bills, which, oh man, I didn't write it down this time. The Bills are both 5 stars. I don't remember the Patriots, though. I don't remember what I was saying before. Oh yeah, it was about changing that play. I don't know why I didn't think of that beforehand. Changing the play to a more successful play for the team, as I put both teams in their rush uniforms. Alright, sorry about that. I had to go do something. The tight end, no. The running back, no. I think that receiver's running just there. Yes, this should be a pretty big play for New England. I don't remember what I was saying before. I had to go do something. Sorry about that. If you were invested in that conversation and wanted to know what I was saying, because I got distracted. And I have no clue what I was saying before. But anyways, if you want, you can go ahead and comment who you think is going to win these games. I'd like to see who you think is going to win and why they're going to win. I love to see other people's opinions. I think lots of people have better opinions than me sometimes. I mean, it's not entirely insane that someone would have a better opinion than me. I'm going for this because the Titans going to be wide open. Okay, but you know what? If you've made it this far, and if you've made it this far, you've probably enjoyed the video or been making fun of me. But either way, you can continue to do whatever it is you were doing by hitting that like button and that subscribe button and hitting that little bell so you know when I upload again. Doesn't hurt you and it helps me, so why not? Especially if you're a hater. I mean, you should definitely do that, because then you can hate on every single video and not just random ones that you find on the popular list, because then it's just weird that you're making fun of my best videos, because there's plenty of people that think otherwise. Might as well make fun of the bad ones. Makes more sense to do that. But I think the Bills should easily win this one, at least in Retro Bowl. Don't know about in real life or any of that. I haven't kept up with them. I know Josh Allen's a turnover machine, or he was at one point. This might go all the way. This is Buffalo's first pass of the game and first possession of the game. So if they can continue to make plays just like that, which it looks like they will with their tight end being left wide open, this should be an easy win for Buffalo. I mean, it took them less than a minute to score. So kind of crazy, as they almost missed their extra point. And New England will return with about 2.5 minutes left. And this will be returned from the 4. See where they can take this. Just to the 25, okay. They called that a 20-yard return. I'd call that 21 yards, but I guess that's my opinion, not fact, I guess, according to the game. I thought that was on the 4, not the 5, but sure, whatever. I don't know exactly how they field that, where the catch is made, or whether he's moving when he caught it or whatever. Not sure. They're going to call that 2nd and inches. Watch it. I'm so smart. Yeah, baby. They should make me an NFL ref. I'd probably ref better than half the ones they already have. I don't know how they're finding these refs, but they blind as bats. I mean, you can get a 2-year-old to call the game about as good as they can. It's insane how they're missing every single obvious one, and then somehow catching all the ones that have to be replayed by the people actually watching, and they have to look at it 6 or 7 times just to see what the ref saw. It's kind of insane. But it's a special talent, I guess. I think Buffalo can still score, especially if they score exactly how they did last time, within a minute or less. This will be returned, so they will have less than a minute, technically, but this could be a kick return touchdown. I have no clue. No, it'll be taken to the 21-yard line, or 26-yard line, actually. Correct that. If I have time in the pocket, this could be a one-play strike. I have time. I'll throw it up. That might be overthrown. It is, just barely. Alright. I'm going to change this play. I'm going to try and hit this curl before it becomes a curl. Alright, and couldn't do that. New England defense coming in clutch. I don't think their defense was that big of a difference. I think they had like a 4-star defense or something like that. It wasn't like, oh, Buffalo should easily win this, but you know, they shouldn't necessarily struggle, and they're struggling. It's probably because I'm the one playing. If they had anyone else, they'd be fine. I'm just not good at this game, and I've taken consistent bad down the field passes, as that probably should have been intercepted. Buffalo will start with the ball, so it's not that big of a deal, but they had plenty of time and were just shut down. I don't remember exactly the defense of New England. I'm sticking to the idea that it's not terrible. I don't care about the defense and all that, because if a team's defense is playing good, it's playing good. It's just, I found that the higher the star, the more likely they are to play good. Because I've had 2-star defenses hold. I've seen 2-star defenses hold 5-star offenses just to few scores. But I mean, it's rare, but it can happen. Bad defenses can play good, surprised or be not surprised. I mean, you've seen Pittsburgh win a game, so there you go. Sorry to offend any Pittsburgh fans out there. I like dissing other teams, especially when I only got one bright spot to my team, and that's Derrick Henry. And he's not even been especially good this season, so I guess I can't really brag on his behalf when he's playing like an average running back and not all-star, or what's it called? Oh, what's it called in the NFL? Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl worthy. I was watching something that had to do with 2K earlier, and someone mentioned all-star, and I don't know why, but I forgot what it was called for the NFL until now. And Buffalo's going to kick it off. Let's see where New England will be receiving this from. In their end zone, so a touchback. So we'll start on the 25. Tight end should be wide open. I'm going to hold it till the very last minute, which is now. And I somehow overthrew him anyways. Oh, I hate this game so much. Why do I play this? I'm absolutely terrible at the game, so why do I play it? I mean, it's not even like people watch my videos. I don't even get subscribers. I've got 26 of them. I mean, yeah, that's better than most channels, I guess, at this point, but I mean, I haven't got a subscriber in almost a month now, so I'm not throwing a pity party, alright? You ain't gotta subscribe just because no one's subscribing. I'm just saying that this is what I want to do for a career, and if it's just not working out, it's disappointing for me. I guess it's not for everyone else. Everyone else is probably celebrating because if I'm that terrible at it, people are probably happy I'm not going to continue to make videos. I know there's a few people that like my content. Very, very few, but it's just disappointing. I thought I'd be doing better. I mean, it's not like I'm interesting. I'm not an interesting person. I'm not like all the other creators. I didn't grow up with money, so I gotta start from the very bottom. I mean, I'm pulling a Mr. Beast here, going against everyone in his family's kind of wishes, so they can chase a stupid dream that's probably not gonna work. Worked out for Jimmy, who, if you don't know, that's Mr. Beast. Worked out for him, but he's doing something completely different. I mean, he didn't blow up until years. I mean, it took him forever. He didn't blow up till he got pretty much his first sponsorship. So, don't know. I guess I'll see how this goes. I'm not going to stop just because it's not doing good after a couple of months. I'm at least going to give it a year or two. I'm hoping once I get better equipment to use, better computer to play games on, and can play more relevant games and games that I enjoy more, then I'm sure I can continue to do this for a longer period of time. One, because I will be enjoying the games more, but two, because if I'm playing more relevant games, more people are gonna be interested in my content. At least that's what I hope. That's kind of how logic works. If something's relevant, it's more likely to be more popular because more people will know about it. I mean, I'm not saying Retro Bowl's unpopular, it's just it's not Madden. More people know about Madden than Retro Bowl, but I can't play Madden because I don't got anything that I can play it on. As Buffalo wins this one. They're the stars. See, New England was a 4-star. Offense was not good, but offense still performed. Didn't really matter. Now we're moving on to Cardinals, not Carolina, versus Eagles. I can't even read my own writing. Cardinals versus the Eagles. Battle of the Birds. And at the very beginning, the people who care, Arizona is, or the Cardinals are 2 stars offensively and defensively, and the Eagles are 5 stars offensively and defensively. So this should be a very one-sided game. I don't know if anyone will watch this one. Good thing it's the last game. I mean, the only way Arizona's getting anything is if they can sack the quarterback, which I doubt they can, just based on how fast the receivers can get open and how accurately I can throw the football with this quarterback. Just like that. Easy. 31 yards. I mean, I didn't even have to think. I didn't even have to try. I didn't even look at the routes. Like right here, one-on-one, that's going to get wide open. Last second throw, wide open. Catch. I mean, I underthrew it, but it doesn't matter. He had that much separation. I honestly wouldn't care if you skip this. Because to be honest, if the game was this one-sided, I'd probably skip it as well. I mean, I haven't even started the game, and I'm pretty sure I can tell you exactly how this game's going to go. Cardinals are going to go on offense. They're going to barely be able to move the football. Eagles, as soon as they get it, the only way Cardinals are ever getting it back or stopping them defensively is if the Eagles, for some reason, start playing like Dookie. Which, based off that first drive, I highly doubt that they will. As Arizona is actually getting a decent return there. I mean, in real life, they got Cordell Patterson, who is arguably one of the top kick returners. I couldn't get the word I wanted out of my mouth, as I didn't even have enough time to get rid of that football. I mean, I let go of my mouse, but it didn't let go. And it seems this is going to be a very boring game to watch. So, honestly, if I were you, I'd skip at this point. I mean, I'd watch those first 2 plays and probably skip forward or look at the feed down at the bottom and see if Arizona actually scores or not. Because if they score, I'd 100% want to know how in the world did they score against such a good team, especially with someone as terrible as me playing as them. But otherwise, if I didn't see that Arizona scored, I wouldn't even look. I would 100% skip the rest of the video. And I don't know. Or I would walk away and watch the rest just so the watch time and hours goes up for the person making the videos, because that matters. If I want to make money, I have to get a certain amount of watch hours and a certain amount of subscribers and a certain amount. I mean, there's just a bunch of things that go into it, but somehow did score with Arizona, though. But literally everything that goes with YouTube, like how long you watch the video, where you are watching the most of the video, like are you just watching the beginning, are you watching spikes in the middle or at the end or whatever, that is all recorded for YouTube, and I can see every single bit of it. And most people don't watch past the first minute. So I've tried to hook people within the first minute, because Most people don't watch past then. I think like 5% of viewers watch the whole video. And there are still points where no one's watching any of it. Everyone's skipping certain parts as Philadelphia easily scores. I had no doubt that they would. I mean, Arizona's probably not going to score here. They'll get the ball to start the half. Eagles will probably, I don't know. They probably won this one easily from the beginning. And it'd be 100% confirmed if I threw an interception here, which I'm not going to purposely do, but I don't think it matters if I keep getting sacked, because the farther back the Falcons are, the closer the Eagles are to their end zone, and it doesn't take much to change the tides of a game. This is actually a good return, or a good catch and run. Alright, solid 36 yards. I'm about to call a timeout. We're in field goal range. Well, it would be field goal range for Younghoe Koo, but this is based off of their offense and defensive rating, so probably not, and I overthrew him. Alright. I got one play, really. And I have to make it quick, so that's probably an interception. God dang it. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I just ruined Arizona's entire thing here, because all Philly's got to do is throw it up there, and that's probably a touchdown. Don't even got to think about it. Unless they get another interception. No, but they can bat it away. Okay. I'm tired of this game, man. No one's watching this. If they do watch it, they're not watching this part. How about this? If you've made it this far, comment comment a random emoji. If you comment just an emoji, just no context, just an emoji, I'll know you made it this far. But I doubt anyone's actually going to do that, because no one makes it this far, and if they do make it this far, it's probably just a bot that's set up by someone to watch whatever video just so people actually get views. I mean, it's pitiful. I can't do anything. I mean, I can. I just can't make anything interesting enough that people watch longer than a minute. And if they do watch longer than a minute, all they're doing is sending hate comments, or they're, sorry dude, I forget your profile name, but you have watched every single one of my videos to the end, and I appreciate it a lot. You have no clue how much it actually helps. This is my dream. I've wanted to make this a career since the first day I watched YouTube, which I watched pretty much the day I got access to it, so, which I don't remember the exact age. I was probably like 8, 9 maybe. I wasn't too young, but pretty much as far as I can remember, I've always had access to YouTube, and I've watched plenty of creators themselves grow, and I'm hoping I can follow in the path of some of those bigger creators and eventually become one of the bigger creators myself. I don't necessarily need millions of subscribers, but I mean, it wouldn't hurt. you can live comfortably off of probably just somewhere around 500,000 subscribers, which is still quite a bit of people, but you can very comfortably live off of that and never have to worry about working a real job. So it's kind of what I'm going for. Just getting to a point to where I can work this like it's a normal job and not have to worry about not being able to pay for food or something. I mean, that's kind of every creator's dream. Getting to a point where money isn't something they're worried about anymore. They can comfortably live off of their YouTube content, which is nice, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't know, I haven't got to that point yet. But it is very, I guess, not important, but if you just post something like once a year, you can continue to make money off of YouTube forever until you die. And I don't plan on stopping my channel once I retire. I'll probably pass it on to someone. It'll more than likely be within my family or friend group, but I don't plan on, if my channel does get big, I don't plan for it to just be forgotten after I retire. I want it to still keep going, because why not? I mean, someone else can use the Easy Start program that I already had set up. I mean, they'll have to recreate their own fan base, but I mean, there'll probably be plenty of people within my fan base that'll easily transition to something else, or can easily transition to something else as long as it's enjoyable. I don't know. I don't even think anyone's listening. That's why I'm talking about this. I ain't gotta be interesting if no one's gonna watch it. It's kinda how life is. Been ignored by quite a few people. And it kinda works to my advantage sometimes. Being ignored isn't always a bad thing. Except for, seems most of the time when I not being ignored, it's something bad. I don't know. I mean, pretty much throughout the entire day I'm ignored by everyone. But the second I'm acknowledged, it's someone complaining about my schedule being weird or something. It's never something positive. I mean, I've just learned to live with it. Not saying my family's terrible, it's just I just don't much care about people's opinions anymore. Never really have. If I did, I wouldn't have started this YouTube channel, because if I cared that much about my family's opinion, I would have never even thought of this idea. I'll go for 2 points. Yep, alright. Well, unless if Philly can score within 6 seconds, Arizona's won it. If this is a touchback, I say they can very easily score. If it's not a touchback, that's going to be difficult. I'll get to the 10 and dive. I need as much time as, well, I just need 1 second, which I don't want to risk anymore. Time going off the clock. Run all streaks. Just whoever's open is open. Alright, well, I got sacked. I wasn't paying attention to the backfield whatsoever. Philadelphia actually lost to this 2-star offense and defense Arizona when they have a 3-star advantage on both sides. But that'll do it for this video. If you liked, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you know when I upload the next video. And that'll do it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.